Welcome back. Again, you're listening to Whissel Wednesdays on 1170 a.m. The Answer. In studio with us is AJ Powers, one of the top agents on the Whissel Realty team. Welcome again, AJ.
Thanks, Travis. Appreciate it.
Hey, not a problem. Glad that you could make it in. Hey, on the new year here.
Jason.
No, it's all right, man. Lots of stuff going on. The new year coming, what we're starting to see is I'm starting to see a lot more buyers contact and reaching out and saying, hey, the holidays are over, right? I set some goals to own a home here in 2015, and they're starting to do some research. So we're starting to see a little bit more activity. Are you kind of seeing the same stuff, AJ?
Yeah, I agree. People are realizing it's time to file their taxes. It's time to make this happen. And once the holidays are done, people, they get antsy, and they want to start getting out there and looking at homes. And with the rates being as great as they are, which you can talk on, it's a great time to start.
Yeah, the rates are lowest we've seen in almost 2 years, guys. So rates have just dropped into the mid threes. I mean, it's unbelievable. No one thought. I mean, for the last year and a half, everybody's saying rates are going to go up, right, Travis?
Everyone.
AJ, they scared you into refi now. Rates are going up. I mean, how many of us we've heard that on the radio? And you better buy a house. The rates are going to go up. And guess what, guys? The rates have come down. Now, the great benefit for that is that allows all of our prospective homeowners and move-up buyers to qualify for more money and or keep their payment lower. They have the option. So maybe they were qualified at $400,000. Now they might be able to qualify for $440,000 because of the interest rate deductions. Maybe even $480,000 with some of the FHA mortgage insurance deductions we're going to talk about a little bit later with Travis. But that's what I'm starting to see is people are like, look, I can either buy more now or I'm going to save $200, $300, $400 a month buying now than just buying a month ago. It's crazy, AJ.
Yeah, it's huge, and I think it's also helping sellers because if they're trying to get top dollar for their home, these people are able to qualify. Now you bring in a whole group of buyers that couldn't make it. Now they've got this little bit, 30, 40,000 extra. It sounds like a little bit, but it can make a huge difference in today's market, being able to go from 400 to 450, and it's going to help everyone in the long run.
Yeah, it's a supply and demand. I mean, you hit it right there. It's definitely going to help sellers because supply and demand, when we've seen rates drop, it brings in more buyers because they can qualify more. They get higher into a higher sales price, and we still have a shortage of supply, correct?
Definitely, yeah. We're at about 2.5, maybe 3 months, when a normal market's about 6 months of inventory.
So still a great time to sell. It's a great time to buy. It's really one of these, perfect storms because rates have really dropped, and I've seen it happen before where clients go, I'm going to wait. And then 6 months later, rates are back to 4%. The house that was $400 is now worth $440. And they're like, well, wait a minute. I don't qualify for that anymore? It's like, no, because you waited. So sometimes it's good to wait. But right now, I think this is the perfect time to sell your home because of short inventory. There's lots of buyers coming. It's a great time to buy. Any specific areas that you like or that you're seeing? Any price ranges?
It really depends. For first-time buyers, there's not a lot out there under $400,000, but with the rates dropping, I mean, it's going to open up some areas that are nice, like Santee and La Mesa, where people maybe couldn't qualify. They were looking at maybe having to buy a condo before. Now they can get into a single-family home, and I think it's just going to open up a lot of opportunities for people that weren't able to buy the home they really wanted.
Right, and one of those opportunities that I've seen, I ran some numbers. I know you saw it. The FHA has lowered the mortgage insurance over 0.5%. It's effective January 26. That's a huge deduction, and we had a lot of buyers in that 440 to 550, 580 price range that needed 10% down because that's what conventional requires within that loan amount. And now, and they could have used FHA, but the FHA payment was so high that a lot of those clients were kind of scared and like, well, hey, I don't want to pay that much, and so I'm just going to keep saving. And they've been buying it on hold. But as you mentioned, a lot more of those people are now be able to qualify and fit in. And some of the areas that we definitely see are La Mesa, Santee, down in South Bay. When you're looking for a single-family home under $450,000, those are definitely some of the areas you guys see a lot, right?
Yeah, I agree. The other thing is if they're saving money, the market's going up. So that payment's going to end up being probably pretty close to the same thing, putting 10% down with conventional loan in 6 months or a year because homes are going to be worth another 10%.
Agreed.
So, this is really going to be a big opportunity for people with either limited funds or they don't want to put a lot of money into a home. 3.5% is nothing in the big scheme of things. So it's going to open up plenty of doors for people that want to get in, and now they can.
All right. So if you want to reach out to the Whissel team, definitely want to reach out to AJ. you can hit us at our text line, 619-663-7355. We're also going to give out AJ's direct line. You want to put that out there, AJ?
Sure. My cell phone is 619-886-5055.
All right. Thank you for that. So we can definitely reach out. So it's a great time, guys, to buy. The Whissel team, I've worked with Kyle Whissel and his team for many, many years, and they're just a very unique shop where they listen to their clients. They all work together as a team, and you guys are always helping each other out. And that's different because most real estate companies that you'll go to, it's a one-man show. Even though there's 100 agents, they all kind of work for themselves. They're all independent. But one of the unique things I've noticed about you guys, AJ, is you guys always team, help out, work together. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I actually came from big box. I came from Keller Williams originally, and you're right. We had 125 agents in the office, and it was everyone working for themselves. It was almost like we're working against each other to some extent. I'm doing better than you are, and who's the big shot in the office today? But our office at Whissel is very unique in the fact that we work together. We meet every week at least once or twice as a team or as a breakout group, and we just discuss what's going on in the market, what's working for everyone, how we can help each other. We do open houses together. I mean, there's just a lot of things that we're doing as a team versus as a company, because I think that's a big difference when people get together and work for the greater benefit.
Yeah, team. Together, everyone achieves more. I've been saying that for years. We've all seen some of the, people utilize that analogy, but that's a huge advantage to a buyer and or a seller when they're working with the real estate team, is somebody that's really going to help you. So I know you've helped some of the agents in your office write contracts, negotiate contracts, because that's some of your expertise. I know some of the agents have helped you showing properties because you're busy with another client, and so another one of the team members there on Whissel jumps in. So that's some of the exciting stuff that you guys bring, and I respect you guys for that, because again, most agents, it's a one-man show, and they don't want to refer anything to anybody else.
Yeah, we just want to make sure we're doing what's right for the client at the end of the day, and we have a lot of exciting stuff going on. We brought on full-time marketing manager who's doing all of our pictures, videos, drone shots, whatever we need. He's there at our disposal, and he does a great job. And we just make sure that we're doing the best in every single aspect, and that's our goal, is just to outshine the competition and show our clients that they deserve the best. Yeah,
that's definitely it. Hey, Travis, you got anything to throw in there for AJ on some of the questions we can have our listeners, now that we have a real estate agent right now live in here in studio?
I think you touched on some really good things there, especially for the people that were maybe thinking, hey, I'm stuck in a condo, but now, with the FHA stuff, coming into play, maybe I can get a single family. So it's a good time to reach out, make sure you talk to your agents, because this is coming into play here in another week or two, and it's going to be live. So it's a great opportunity to check and see what else is out there, especially the rates, of course, being low. So,
well, I know you guys at Whissel also do a lot of condos. So we talked about it's hard to find anything under $400 for a house. What are you seeing 2-bedroom, 2-bath, for a nice condo? Because, condo can be a great way to live for a lot of people that don't want to have the maintenance of the yard, who like to have some protection. Maybe they give up a little bit of privacy, but it's nice to be in a safe environment. I think a lot of people like that, where they have neighbors close by if something happens, where like in my house, the nearest neighbor, I can see them, but they're, 100 plus yards almost all the way around. I've got like 100 yards around the house, which gives it really private, but also, anybody can probably walk into my house anytime type of thing. So,
yeah, a condo, 2-2 in a nice area, you're looking somewhere between maybe $275 and $350, somewhere in that range. Just depends on what you're looking for. I mean, you go to Mission Valley and pay $500,000 for a 2-bedroom, but there's some nice opportunities out there. Like you said, a lot of people just want the convenience. Not only that, it's a community. So you have friends and neighbors, and there's a lot more people that are involved in your direct community. You've got pool and workout room. You meet people. It's just a different style of living.
Different style living.
Yeah, and that's what we sell more than anything is lifestyle. How do you want to live? Where do you want to live? Because I like to shop. I like the restaurants and the bars. Well, we're going to pick the area based on that, not on your price range. So it's really just
so listening to your buyer, helping them find some of those solutions on what works best. So some of the things I notice is like it's crazy, but most people here in San Diego pay rent somewhere between $1,800 to probably $2,500, right, Mike? Would you say that's about the average rent?
Absolutely.
All right. So that's kind of what we're seeing. And you can buy a $300,000 place typically at the same or cheaper And then when you figure in your tax deductions, Travis and AJ, I mean, it just makes absolute sense. I mean,
It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer.
Right? I mean, it's amazing. So if you haven't had an opportunity yet to sit down with an expert agent, again, we want you to take an opportunity and listen to what AJ and the Whissel team have. So you can reach out to us on the text line, 619-663-7355. We're going to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about those low rates, talk about some of the FHA mortgage insurance programs with Travis Sailing with Team Home Loans. We'll be right back.